from Crafty Kendra, and today I'm going to show you how to make this card. So let's go ahead and get started. Before I started recording, I went ahead and I took the Land of the Free stamp from the Summer Mini Catalog, and I stamped it onto a piece of Real Red and a piece of Night of Navy, and both of these pieces measure 1.5 inches by 2 3/4 inch. And I stamped it in the Versamark ink and poured white embossing powder over it. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to bring in my little cutting board and my heat tool, and we're just going to go ahead and heat it up. And on the Night of Navy piece, you only need to worry about getting the stars. That's why only the stars are covered. Now for the Real Red piece. Alright, now we're just going to set those aside so they can cool. Next we're going to bring in a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and it also measures 2 3/4 inch by 1.5 inches. And our Real Red ink pad with the Land of the Free stamp set. And I've already gone ahead and I've stamped the stamp on a piece of vellum cardstock. And what we're going to do is we're just going to center the stamp onto this piece of Whisper White. And you can use a snail. Just put a little bit onto your work surface to help keep your Whisper White piece from moving. And you can do this with the other two. And that's what I did. I just put a little bit of snail down, centered my stamp inside the piece of cardstock, brought my Stampin' Majig to the vellum, removed the vellum, and stamped. Okay, and that is what I did on the other two pieces. Whenever you're done doing that, you're just going to take this and set it aside. I'm going to bring back in the Real Red piece that's embossed, and it's going to be, what we're going to do is we're going to cut off the words, and we're going to cut off every other one. So go ahead and just cut the words into strips. Don't need to worry about the stars. Just go ahead and after you cut them out, just lay them down how you cut them out. And whenever you get to this top portion, you're just going to cut off at the stars. Okay. And the top one, oh say can you see, we're going to keep that one. So from there we're going to take out every other line. And we won't need those. Now we're going to bring in our two-way glue pen. Flipping the pieces over, I'm going to just attach glue to the back of the piece. And then layer it onto your Whisper White. Pressing down. You're just going to continue to do that with the rest of them. Then we're going to bring in our Night of Navy piece and cut off the stars. We're going to keep it close to the words. Then we're going to line it up there. And if we have a lot of excess at the top, like we do right now, what we're going to do is we're just going to pick up the piece and trim a little off the bottom. And then line it up again. Alright, and then we're going to put some glue on the back of it. place it down, pushing it up so it's flush against the other pieces. And after we have it down nice and tight, we're going to flip over the piece and we're just going to cut off whatever excess is hanging over. Alright, so then we have our little flag, just like that. We're going to go ahead and set the flag aside and bring in a piece of real red cardstock, and this piece measures 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. What we're going to do is, I have some Whisper White hearts here, Whisper White stars, and they're the small star, which is a retire punch, but you can use the large star, which is in the catalog, and it'll work just fine. What you're going to do is, using your 2-way glue pen again, you're just going to place some glue on the back of the stars and adhere them to the cardstock, and it's okay to have some of them hanging off the edge. We're going to go ahead and put it there. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're just going to set our flag on there how we would like it to go. And sometimes you have to turn the paper. I'm actually going to go ahead and move this star real quick down here. Okay, and what we're going to do first is we're going to bring in a 3.5 by 3.5 inch piece of vellum cardstock. I'm going to put a run of snail in the center. I'm going to layer it onto here. Bring in our matte pack hard surface and then our foam. Lay down our card base. Grab our paper piercer, and we're just going to pierce a hole about 1/4 inch up from each of the corners. And then we're going to stick in a silver brad. Flip it over and open them up, and I like to use the piercer part of my tool to open it up and the bottom to press it down. That way I save my nails a little bit of hurt. Whenever you're done doing that, you're going to bring in some dimensionals, and you're just going to put 5 on the back, 1 in each quarter and 1 in the middle. Remove the backings. Okay. Then they're going to go onto our card base, which is Night of Navy, and it measures 4 1/4 inch by 4 1/4 inch. And I'm going to have it open so that the fold is to the left. So we're just going to go ahead and center this onto our card base and press down. Bring in our flag, and we're going to put 2 dimensionals on the back of it. Press them down and remove the backings. Attach our flag to our card at the angle we want. For the inside of the card, we're going to put in a piece of Whisper White that measures 4 inches by 4 inches. Okay. And then our last step is I have my shimmer paint mist, and all it is rubbing alcohol with a few drops of shimmer paint in it. What we're going to do is we're just going to take it and do a couple spritzes. And then it's going to be wet for a little bit, but then it'll just have a shine, so that it'll end up looking like that. And that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks.